there, I'm Aman from Ardent Progressive School and you're watching video classes. So I'm back with the second part of the lecture that we were doing the last time from grade 7th English, and we were reading the chapter A Story of Cricket. So in the last video I've explained you that what are the basic rules of cricket. Okay, the rules of cricket, its origin, okay, the history. This all we have discussed in the previous lecture, and in today's lecture we are going to see the story of cricket and how the game of cricket evolved in India. Okay, so in the last lecture we have seen how cricket came into existence. Now we are going to see how it got promoted, it got evolved in India. Okay, our country. Also, we are going to see the part third where we will see the role of media, television, everything we are going to see in the part third. So part one we have already discussed in the previous video. Part two we have the prominence of cricket in India, and then the role of media. The three parts we are going to discuss in today's lecture, and we all are aware about the rules. What is the size of the bat, what is the size of the pitch, what is the weight of the ball, how the cricket is played, who were the first who introduced cricket, who played cricket. We all know that Britishers were the first who played cricket. They evolved the game. Which was the year? Everything we have discussed, and I have asked you to note down the important facts, okay, in your rough notebook, and I have asked you to learn them. Now, what we are going to do in today's lecture, we are going to do the word meanings and the question answers from the chapter. This chapter, the story of cricket, is the last chapter from your book. After that, we only have one poem remaining, and one or two exercises of grammar we also will do. Then our revision will start, and your course will be over. So, I am Aman from Ardent Progressive School. You're watching video classes. Let's together read the story of cricket, and let's see the game, that how it evolved in India, in the perspective of India. One more thing I forgot to tell you, that this whole chapter is an excerpt. Okay, it is an excerpt, a small part from the book of Ram Guha. Ram Guha is a great historian, Indian historian. From this book, it is a small part, this whole. Okay, he is a very prominent historian, and he was a part of BCCI also for a period of time, a few years back. He left the job because of his personal reasons. He was appointed after the case of spot fixing and everything was brought up. The indiscrepancies that were there in the game, everything that was there in the game, it was in the talk. So Ram Guha, along with few other personalities, was made the 5 members committee, something like that was there. So he's a very prominent historian. Plus, he has that love for the game that is quite visible in his book, where he has mentioned all this. Okay, so this is taken from the book of Ram Guha, and now let's read the second and third part of the chapter.
Okay, okay, so let's read the second and third part of the chapter and conclude your story. Okay, so let's begin. The origins of Indian cricket are to be found in Bombay, and the first Indian community to start playing the game was a small community of Zoroastrians, the Parsis. Okay, so the beginning of cricket in India was found in Bombay, which is now called as Mumbai. And the Indian community which first played the game were the Parsis. Zoroastrians. Okay, the Parsis are also known as Zoroastrians. They brought cricket into close contact with the British. The Parsis were very close to the Britishers because of their interest in trade and Indian, and they were the first Indian community to westernize. Okay, so being their friends or the intimacy that was there with the Britishers, the Parsis were the first one who played their game also because they were adopting the mannerisms of the Britishers. So their game also they learned, and they were living in the Bombay region of India, which is now called as Mumbai. Okay, so the Oriental the Oriental Cricket Club (OCC) in Bombay in 1848, Parsi clubs were found and were funded and sponsored by Parsi businessmen like the Tatas and the Wadias. Okay, so Wadia, you must have heard, he is the owner of one of the IPL team, Kings 11 Punjab. So they were the only one, and Tatas, you all know, they were the first Parsi businessmen who helped cricket to grow in India. How they funded the OCC, that is Oriental Cricket Club, which was in Bombay. The white cricket elite in India offered no help to the enthusiastic Parsis. In fact, there was a quarrel between the Bombay Gymkhana, a whites only club, and Parsi cricketers over the use of a public park. However, the Parsis were close to Britishers and they learned the game from them. But the white elitist means the Britishers who were whites, Britishers, we were not white, okay, Gore we call them. So they were not in support of all this because they were seeing that uh, they were jealous of the Parsis and they had a quarrel, they had a fight also with the Parsis for a use of public park. The Parsis complained that the park was left until for cricket because the polo ponies of the Bombay Gymkhana dug up the surface. Okay, so the Parsis were saying that it is left for cricket, we can use it for playing cricket because the Bombay Gymkhana has dug the surface. When it became clear that the colonial authorities were prejudiced in favor of their white compatriots, the Parsis built their own gymkhana to play cricket in. Okay, earlier they were playing in the same gymkhana with the whites, the Bombay Gymkhana. Now, after that quarrel and everything, the Parsis decided that they will have their own gymkhana, okay, own place to play cricket. The rivalry between the Parsis and the Bombay Gymkhana had a happy ending for these pioneers of Indian cricket. Okay, so the rivalry means the fight between the Parsis and the Britishers ended in good, and pioneers means who are the front runners, who have uh, brought the game such success. Okay, they were the Parsis, and their fight ended in a happy ending. A Parsi team beat the Bombay Gymkhana. Bombay Gymkhana were the whites, so a Parsi team uh, defeated the whites at uh, cricket in 1889, just 4 years after uh, just 4 years after the foundation of the Indian National Congress. Okay, Indian National Congress, you all know the Congress party, who was founded by A.O. Hume. A.O. Hume. Okay, so in 1885 it was founded, and after 4 years, the Bombay Gymkhana was defeated by the Parsis Cricket Club. an organization that was lucky to have amongst its early leaders the great Parsi statesman and intellectual Dadabhai Naroji. Okay, so the Congress Party was founded in 1885 and it had a Parsi statesman, Parsi politician Dadabhai Naroji. Modern cricket is dominated by test and one day internationals played between national teams. See here a picture is there Palwankar Balu. He was born at 1875 and when Indians were not allowed to play test cricket, he was the greatest Indian slow bowler of his time. Okay, when cricket was not being played by India at the highest level, he was one of a great bowler of our team and he was a slow bowler because that time hardly any fast bowler was there in the team. So as I was saying that modern cricket is dominated by test and one day internationals played between national teams, the teams representing their nation. The players who become famous, who live on in the memories of cricket's public, are those who have played for their country. Okay, so the national teams. Okay, uh, the cricket is being played between them, and and the players who become famous, who live on the memories of cricket's public, are those who have played for their country. Okay, the players who play for the national side are remembered, are cherished by the countrymen. The players Indian fans remember even now are those who were fortunate even to play Test cricket. C.K. Naidu, Colonel C.K. Naidu was an outstanding Indian batsman of his time and he was one of the greatest player. Why? Because he was the first one who played uh, the cricket for a national side. That is why his name is there. Indian batsman, he was a very great Indian batsman of his time, lives on the popular imagination when some of his great contemporaries like Palwankar Vittal and Palwankar Balu have been forgotten. Here the picture of Palwankar Balu is there and you must have never heard his name. CK Naidu also I don't think your generation must have heard, but we know him. He was a captain of Indian side and was a great batsman. Okay, so even though Naidu was past his cricketing prime when he played for India in his first test matches against England starting in 1932, his place in India's cricket history is assured because he was the country's first test captain. Okay, the first test match that was played by India, he was the captain who Colonel C.K. Naidu and it was played in the year 1932. India entered the world of Test cricket in 1932, a decade and a half before it became an independent nation. Okay, so India started playing Test cricket even before it got its independence. 15 years prior to getting independent, India played its first Test match. This was possible because India entered the world. This was possible because Test cricket from its origin in 1877 was organized as a contest between different parts of the British Empire, not sovereign nations. Okay, so India could play cricket because at that time the free countries were not playing cricket. Only the colonies of Britain were playing cricket. The countries who were ruled by Britain were playing cricket. So India was one of those colonies. So they got the opportunity to play cricket. The first test was played between England and Australia when Australia was still a white settler colony. The first test was played between England and Australia was also a colony of Britain when Australia was still a white settler colony. Okay. Similarly, the small countries of the Caribbean that together make up the West Indies team were British colonies. The West Indies, we know, there is no such country as West Indies. The group of islands in Caribbean are together known as West Indies when they play cricket. Okay, and they also played cricket till after the Second World War. Okay, so now we are going to read the third part. The second part, I think it is clear to you. The Parsis were the first one to play cricket. In the year 1932, India played its first test match. Okay, C.K. Naidu was the first captain. Okay, all this you have got it. Television coverage changed cricket. It explained the audience for the game by beaming cricket into small towns and villages. Now, the third is the role of media, the role of television in bringing glory to the game. Okay, so television coverage changed cricket. It expanded the audience for the game by beaming cricket into small towns and villages. Even in the smallest of the town of India, the sport was shown. It also broadened cricket's social base. Okay, it made cricket's social structure broad. Everyone was knowing about cricket through television and other things, radio. Children who had never previously had the chance to watch international cricket because they live outside the big cities could now watch and learn by imitating their heroes. So role of media was very big. Everyone can't go to watch a cricket match in a stadium who is living in the village. They have to watch it through television only, and it is a very good thing. The technology of satellite television and the worldwide reach of multinational television companies created a global market for cricket. Okay, so when the satellite television came into existence, when so many channels were there, and the use of technology was very prominent in the field of entertainment also, then the cricket reached every household. Okay, and a global market was created for cricket. Matches in Sydney could now be watched live in Surat, okay, live in Surat, sorry. So a match being played in Australia can be seen live at the same moment in a place like Surat also. Since India had the largest viewership of the game amongst the cricket playing nations and the largest market in the cricketing world, okay, cricket is being watched in India um, in a higher rate than any other country. For this, the reason is one, population. We have a very vast population. Okay, huge numbers we have. Along with it, India is a very passionate country. We have passion for everything. We are very passionate people. So we see that a game is there, cricket. It is not our game. We have not invented it, but still we feel so excited. We feel so connected through it, so that we have made a market for cricket. Okay, so the game's center of gravity shifted to South Asia. Okay, the cricket game of cricket, it was originated in Britain, but now its center of gravity shifted to South Asia. Now everything was happening in South Asia. The game of cricket was more popular, more existence in South Asia. South Asia is where our country is also there. This shift was symbolized by shifting of the ICC headquarters from London to tax-free Dubai. Okay, earlier the ICC headquarters were in London. The headquarters were there in London, and now it got shifted to Dubai. Okay, earlier it was in London, and now it shifted to Dubai. Why? Because cricket was now more popular in South Asia. 150 years ago, the first Indian cricketers, the Parsis, had to struggle to find an open space to play in. A park they found, and they were having quarrel for it. And now, the global marketplace has made Indian players the best paid, most famous cricketers in the game. Okay, so the Indian players are now most talked about players. Cricket is the most famous game in India, and India is the country which promotes cricket a lot. Men for whom the world is a stage. This transformation was made up of many smaller changes. The replacement of gentlemanly amateur by paid professionals. Okay, earlier it was just played for fun. Now it has become like a profession. The triumph of the one-day game as its overshadowed Test cricket in terms of popularity, and the remarkable changes in global commerce and technology. As we have discussed just now, the role of TV, media, and because of the technology, because of everything, cricket became more popular. And because now cricket is taken as a profession also, so in India cricket has revolutionized. Okay, so this story, as I've told you, is an excerpt from the novel of Ramchandra Guha, from the book of Ramchandra Guha. It is adapted from the chapter 7 of India and the Contemporary World first. Okay, a book he has written on India's history, and it is a chapter for that. And this chapter, India and the Contemporary World first, is a textbook of history for class 9. See, Ramchandra Guha has written a textbook also for class 9th NCRT. It is not any novel but a book in NCRT. Sorry, I was wrong. So, Ramchandra Guha has written a textbook for your NCRT. In when you will reach grade 9th, you will have this book only, and it is taken from that only. Okay, so for now, I have this much only. The work that I will assign you, the work that I will give you, you have to complete it, and till that time complete all the work. And if you have any doubts, do share it with me. So I am Aman from Ardent Progressive School. You were watching PTO classes. Thank you so much for watching the lecture.